1980s gave us some of the most unforgettable songs in pop music history. From new wave to power ballads and synth-driven hits, every year seemed to deliver a track that completely dominated the airwaves. But which song truly ruled each year of the decade? In this video, we're counting down the Billboard Year-End #1 song for every year of the 1980s.
She's got Bette Davis eyes, she'll turn her music on.
Some of these tracks became timeless classics, while others may surprise you. So which year had the best hit of the entire decade? Let's start at the beginning and find out. 1980, Call Me by Blondie. The decade kicked off with a song that perfectly captured the sleek, stylish sound of early 1980s pop. Call Me by Blondie was originally written for the film American Gigolo, after legendary producer Giorgio Moroder approached Debbie Harry about creating a theme song. The result was a fast-paced blend of rock, new wave, and electronic pop that felt futuristic at the time. Released in early 1980, the song exploded on the charts and became one of the biggest hits of the year. Debbie Harry even recorded portions of the lyrics in both English and Italian to match the international theme of the film. Call Me spent 6 weeks at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 and finished as the #1 song of the entire year. It remains one of Blondie's signature hits and helped usher the new wave sound firmly into mainstream radio. But the next year's biggest hit had a completely different kind of attitude.
Cautious, and she knows just what it takes.
1981, Bette Davis Eyes by Carnes.
She's got Bette Davis eyes, she'll turn her music on.
Few songs have ever transformed an artist's career the way Bette Davis Eyes did for Carnes. Interestingly, the song had already existed for several years. It was first recorded in the mid-1970s by its original writers, but it sounded very different from the version that would later dominate the charts.
She got Greta Garbo, stand-up size, she's got.
Carnes and producer Val Garay completely reinvented the track, replacing the original piano style with a sleek synthesizer arrangement that felt perfectly suited for the new decade. Carnes' raspy, smoky voice added even more personality to the mysterious lyrics about a captivating woman.
You won't have to think twice. She's pure.
The song became a massive hit, spending 9 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, and eventually becoming the biggest song of 1981.
And she'll tease you, she'll unease you.
Even the legendary actress Bette Davis herself loved the song, and reportedly wrote letters thanking the writers and Carnes for bringing her name back into the spotlight. But the next year's #1 hit pushed pop music into a much more provocative direction. 1982, Physical by Olivia Newton-John. By 1982, Olivia Newton-John had already been a successful singer and movie star, especially after her role in Grease. However, Physical showed a completely different side of her image and helped redefine her career for a new decade. Written by Steve Kipner and Terry Shattuck, the song was originally offered to other artists before Newton-John decided to record it. Its playful yet suggestive lyrics made it one of the most talked-about pop songs of the time. Physical became a chart powerhouse, spending 10 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. That dominance helped it finish as the #1 song of the entire year. The song's fitness-themed music video also became extremely popular during the early years of MTV, helping cement the connection between music and visual performance that defined the decade. But in 1983, one of the most famous bands in the world delivered a hit that sounded romantic on the surface, but had a much darker meaning. 1983, Every Breath You Take by The Police. At first listen, Every Breath You Take might sound like a heartfelt love song. However, Sting has often explained that the lyrics actually reflect obsession and jealousy rather than romance. That darker theme gave the track an unusual emotional tension that helped make it unforgettable. Sting wrote the song during a turbulent time in his personal life, and the simplicity of the arrangement allowed the haunting lyrics to stand out even more. Andy Summers' shimmering guitar riff and the steady rhythm created a hypnotic atmosphere that listeners immediately recognized. Released in 1983, the song became a global phenomenon. It spent 8 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and finished the year as the biggest song in the United States. It later won the Grammy Award for Song of the Year and remains one of the most frequently played songs in radio history. Are you enjoying this video? If you are, please hit the like button. I'd sincerely appreciate it. Next, we move into one of the most groundbreaking hits of the entire decade. 1984, When Doves Cry by Prince. In 1984, Prince delivered a song that broke many of the traditional rules of pop music production. When Doves Cry was created for the film Purple Rain, and it quickly became one of the most distinctive songs of the decade. One of the most unusual aspects of the track is that Prince removed the bass line entirely. For a pop hit in the 1980s, that decision was extremely rare. Instead, the song relied on layered synthesizers, drum machines, and Prince's emotionally charged vocals to create its unique sound. The lyrics explore heartbreak, family conflict, and emotional turmoil, showing a more vulnerable side of the artist. When Doves Cry became a massive success, spending 5 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and finishing the year as the biggest song in the country. It also helped propel the Purple Rain soundtrack into one of the most successful albums of the decade. But the next year's biggest hit featured one of the most recognizable saxophone intros ever recorded. Few songs from the 1980s are recognized as quickly as Careless Whisper. That instantly memorable saxophone intro has become one of the most famous openings in pop music history. George Michael actually began writing the song when he was still a teenager, long before he became a global superstar. At the time, Michael was still part of the pop duo Wham, but Careless Whisper helped signal his transition toward a powerful solo career. It tells the story of regret and heartbreak after a relationship betrayal, giving it an emotional weight that connected strongly with listeners. Released in 1985, the single became a worldwide hit and reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the United States. By the end of the year, it stood as the biggest song in the country. Even decades later, the song remains a staple of classic pop radio and one of George Michael's most enduring recordings. But the next year's #1 hit carried a much deeper message.
Keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you.
1986. That's What Friends Are For by Dionne, Warwick, and Friends.
That's what friends are for.
The biggest song of 1986 brought together an incredible lineup of musical legends for a powerful cause. That's What Friends Are For featured Dionne Warwick alongside Elton John, Gladys Knight, and Stevie Wonder.
That's what friends are for.
The song was originally recorded by Rod Stewart several years earlier, but this version turned it into something much bigger. Released as a charity single, the track was created to raise money for AIDS research at a time when awareness and support were desperately needed. The message of friendship, compassion, and unity resonated deeply with listeners.
Keep shining, knowing you can always count.
The collaboration quickly became a massive success, climbing to the top of the Billboard Hot 100 and remaining there for 4 weeks. By the end of the year, it was officially the #1 song of 1986. More importantly, the single raised millions of dollars for charity and helped bring global attention to the AIDS crisis.
For good times and bad times, I'll be on your side.
From heartfelt collaboration, we move to one of the most playful hits of the late 80s. Oh, by the way, I will be posting more videos like this, so please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next video. Okay, on to the next. 1987, Walk Like an Egyptian by the Bangles.
Walk like an Egyptian.
When Walk Like an Egyptian arrived in 1987, it quickly became one of the most recognizable pop songs of the entire decade. Written by songwriter Liam Sternberg, the track features a distinctive rhythm and playful lyrics that immediately stand out. One of the most unique aspects of the song is that each member of the Bangles takes turns singing lead vocals in different verses. That structure helped give the song a lively and energetic feel. The track's quirky dance style also became a cultural phenomenon. Fans everywhere began mimicking the sideways arm movements featured in the music video, turning the song into a memorable pop culture moment. Walk Like an Egyptian spent 4 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and finished the year as the biggest song of 1987. The Bangles suddenly found themselves among the most recognizable pop acts of the era. But the next year's #1 hit belonged to an artist already redefining his career. 1988, Faith by George Michael. George Michael returned to the top of the charts again in 1988, this time with the title track from his groundbreaking solo album, Faith. After years of success with Wham, Michael wanted to prove he could stand alone as an artist, and this song did exactly that. Faith blended several styles together, including pop, rock, and rhythm and blues. The song opens with the sound of church-style organ chords before shifting into a confident guitar-driven groove that instantly grabs attention. The music video also played a major role in the song's popularity, presenting George Michael with a bold new image that reflected his growing independence as a performer. Faith climbed to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and helped push the album toward massive global success.
I know not everybody has got a body like you. Oh, but I got.
By the end of the year, it stood as the #1 song of 1988. Do you think this was the best song of the year? If you agree, comment yes below. And now we arrive at the final year of the decade.
Don't look at me. I don't want you to see.
1989, Look Away by Chicago.
Look away, baby, look away.
As the 1980s came to a close, the band Chicago delivered one of the biggest hits of their long career. Look Away was written by legendary songwriter Dionne Warren and featured Bill Champlin on lead vocals. The song showcased the polished power ballad sound that dominated late 80s radio.
Guess I won't be coming round. I guess it's over, babe.
With its emotional lyrics about heartbreak and moving on, the track connected strongly with audiences who were drawn to dramatic storytelling in pop music. Chicago had already enjoyed major success in earlier decades, but Look Away proved the band could still dominate the charts in a new musical era. The single reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and eventually became the biggest song of 1989.
And from what you said, I know you've gotten over me.
Its success helped close out the decade with a classic pop ballad that perfectly reflected the sound of late 80s radio. And with that, the decade of unforgettable hits reached its final chart-topping moment. The 1980s gave us an incredible variety of music, and these 10 songs represent the biggest hit from each year of the decade according to the Billboard Year-End charts.
So if it's gotta be this way.
From Blondie launching the decade with Call Me, to Chicago closing it out with Look Away, Each of these songs captured the sound and spirit of its moment in time. But now, it's your turn. Which of these songs do you think truly defined the 1980s? Let me know your favorite in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this trip through one of music's greatest decades, be sure to like the video, subscribe to Retro Remix, and come back for more countdowns celebrating the greatest songs ever recorded.